The Constitution, the very foundation of American democracy. So when a former president is asked if he must uphold it, you'd expect a clear answer, right? Well, Donald Trump's response was anything but. What he said next sent shockwaves across the country and raised serious questions about 2024, loyalty, and the future of American leadership. Brace yourself. This isn't just political noise. This is historic. It was supposed to be a routine moment, just another political interview in a long series of 2024 campaign coverage. But then came a question that struck at the very heart of American democracy. Do you believe a president must uphold the Constitution? Trump didn't hesitate. He looked straight ahead and said, "I don't know." Just 3 words, yet they triggered a national firestorm. There was no correction, no clarification, no "what I meant was." Instead, the moment just lingered. The silence afterwards said everything. Journalists were left speechless. Social media lit up instantly. Pundits and political analysts scrambled to verify the clip. And when it was confirmed to be real, the reactions came hard and fast, from both the left and the right. For many Americans, it was a moment of disbelief. Was this the same man who once took the presidential oath of office, swearing to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States? And now, he says he doesn't know if he has to? Critics didn't hold back. Some called it the most revealing moment of Trump's post-presidency. Others labeled it a chilling admission from a man still leading in GOP polls. Political commentators likened it to saying the quiet part out loud, a moment where personal ambition seemed to eclipse constitutional responsibility. Even some of Trump's own supporters found themselves momentarily stunned. Was it a joke? Was it sarcasm? Or was it a window into how he truly sees presidential power? Meanwhile, Trump's allies rushed to spin the story. They said the media took it out of context, that he was being rhetorical, that it was just Trump being Trump. But the damage had already been done. In an age where every word is recorded, clipped, and replayed millions of times, this soundbite became viral ammunition. It spread across X, formerly Twitter, and YouTube within minutes, overlaid with dramatic music, flashing text, and captions like "unreal" and "did he really just say that?" This wasn't just a misstep. It was a cultural lightning bolt, a moment frozen in the 2024 timeline. And whether you support Trump or oppose him, one thing became crystal clear. That answer, "I don't know," wasn't going away anytime soon. In the United States, the presidency is more than just a position of power. It's a constitutional responsibility. The very first duty of a U.S. president, laid out in Article 2 of the Constitution, is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. That's not just tradition. It's a legal oath, a binding promise, made in front of the American people and the world. So when Donald Trump said, "I don't know," in response to whether a president must uphold the Constitution, it wasn't just controversial, it bordered on unprecedented. Historians quickly pointed out that no modern president, Republican or Democrat, has ever publicly expressed uncertainty about this fundamental duty. Even in moments of national crisis, presidents have reaffirmed their commitment to the Constitution as the guiding law of the land. Legal scholars reacted swiftly. Some warned that Trump's comment could carry weight in future courtrooms, especially if he faces charges related to January 6th or attempts to overturn the 2020 election. If a former president openly questions his constitutional obligations, what does that say about his intent while in office? Others stressed the broader implications. If a future leader doesn't feel bound by the Constitution, it puts the very framework of American democracy at risk. This wasn't just a soundbite. It was a crack in the legal foundation of the presidency, and it raised a question no one thought they'd have to ask in modern times. Can someone lead the country if they're unsure about upholding its founding document? The reaction was swift, fierce, and far-reaching. Within hours of Trump's "I don't know" comment, headlines across major news outlets blared with disbelief. Social media exploded. The clip was reposted millions of times on TikTok, Instagram, X, with captions like, "Did he just say that?" and "This can't be real." it became a political earthquake in real time. Critics from both sides of the aisle weighed in. Prominent Democrats called it deeply alarming and proof that Trump remains a threat to democracy. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called the statement a direct insult to the oath every president swears. President Biden's team quickly capitalized, tweeting, "Yes, presidents must uphold the Constitution. It's not optional." But the backlash didn't stop there. Some conservative voices, usually aligned with Trump, appeared noticeably cautious. A few tried to downplay the comment as sarcasm, while others urged the public to listen to the full context. But even those defenses sounded strained. Legal analysts pointed out the danger of normalizing this kind of rhetoric. If a candidate running for the highest office openly questions the rule of law, one expert said, we've entered dangerous territory. Meanwhile, Trump's core base appeared largely unmoved, brushing off the outrage as another media witch hunt. Yet, outside that core, the damage was done. Independent voters, moderates, and swing state constituents, those critical to any presidential win, suddenly had a new concern on their radar. The quote had become more than a moment. It had become a test of trust. And for many Americans, it planted a chilling question. If a president won't commit to the Constitution, what would they commit to instead? Donald Trump is no ordinary political figure. He's the current GOP frontrunner and still dominates headlines. But his recent comment, I don't know, when asked if a president must uphold the Constitution, may carry more weight than any campaign rally or viral moment. Heading into the 2024 election, the stakes are higher than ever. For many Americans, this isn't just about policies or party loyalty. It's about character, principle, and the future of the presidency itself. Voters are already navigating a minefield of political division, misinformation, and institutional distrust. Now, Trump's statement adds another layer of concern, not because he challenged a policy, but because he questioned the very framework that gives the presidency its legitimacy. Political strategists say this could become a defining wedge issue. Democrats are expected to lean hard into this moment, framing Trump as a leader who views the Constitution as optional. Swing voters, independents, and even some traditional Republicans may find themselves rethinking their support. But Trump's base? It remains largely unfazed. To them, this is just more proof that he's different, unfiltered, raw, and anti-establishment. They view attacks from the media as a badge of honor, not a liability. So what happens next? The path to 2024 is unpredictable, but this moment will likely echo throughout the campaign. Debates, interviews, and town halls will revisit it, political ads will quote it, and historians may someday mark it as a turning point. Because in a country built on laws, one question now looms larger than any other. Can a man who's unsure about defending the Constitution be trusted to lead the nation again? In today's hyper-polarized world, it's easy for headlines to come and go, but some moments hit differently, and Donald Trump's comment about the Constitution is one of them. It wasn't a debate over taxes or foreign policy. It was about the very oath every U.S. president takes, an oath to uphold the supreme law of the land. For many, hearing, "I don't know," in response to that sacred duty felt like more than a political gaffe. It felt like a warning. This moment isn't just about Trump. It's about the future of American leadership. What kind of values should a president hold? Is loyalty to the Constitution negotiable? And if we begin to question the foundation of our democracy, where does it end? Some Americans dismissed the comment, others were shaken by it. But one thing is certain, the words have been said, the clip is out there, and the impact is already rippling through public discourse. As the 2024 election draws closer, voters will have to ask themselves a serious question, not just about Trump, but about the kind of presidency they want for the next chapter of American history.